Hey everyone, it's Lisa Morton here. Now, I know you probably thought I was done making videos about Halloween history. I kind of did too, but my friend Karen Ellery provided me with something that is one of the holy grails of Halloween history. I had been searching for this for a long, long time. Thank you so much again, Karen, for giving me a photocopy of this. The Jaycees Haunted House Success Kit. Now, here's why this is so interesting and why I had been looking for one of these for so long. This was put out in 1975. This is considered to be the sort of manual for how the Jaycees put together their haunted houses. In case you don't know, the Jaycees were one of the first groups to really make a success out of nonprofit haunted houses, and their work provided the template for most of the later haunted houses, the professional ones, the amusement parks, all of it that we know and love now in 2025. But 50 years ago in 1975, they were starting to have a lot of success with the haunted houses. So they got together and they put together this short booklet on how to put together a haunted house. Now, I had expected this to be more of a sort of how to technical guide, but it is really not so much that. You won't find, for example, how to build a flat for your haunted house in here, or how to build a dummy, anything quite like that. But what is interesting in here is so much more important. I'm going to break it down into three different areas. Area number one is that there's a slogan that occurs over and over in this book, which is the Jaycees should make Halloween their own. Now, what's interesting about that is 1975 was a real transitional time for Halloween. It was kind of between the heyday of trick or treat and adults claiming the holiday fully. So that slogan on the part of the JC suggests that they recognized both that it was a holiday that was somewhat in limbo and that it was a holiday that was still important enough that they could claim it and use it to really great advantage, which they certainly did. That's point number one. Point number two, of course, is just the early look at how a haunted house was put together. You will see in here they have drawings of different rooms that different JC haunted houses have done. If you don't get their text version of the instructions, they provided a cartoon version of it. This, by the way, is a photocopy, so it's not incredibly clear, but it is still the best thing we have. um, 10 best scenes. So this is an early version of a haunted house. It's interesting to me because it is a mix of suggesting that you should make your own material and things that you can buy. I, for example, didn't quite realize the history of this, that a major person within the JCs had formed a company called the Haunted House Company in response to the success of the JC haunted houses. And he used that company to supply the haunted houses with things like the classic Dawn Post monster masks. Now, the third thing that is really interesting about this is how much it relies on promotion. It makes quite a point out of that. The last page inside, how to make it even better, is all about promotion. And what I find really, really fascinating about this is that it isn't just go out and put flyers out or whatever they did back in 1975 to advertise things. It's all about merch. Yes, 1975, they were merchandising the heck out of Halloween. They were selling posters, placemats. Isn't that interesting? Placemats as home decor, something that Spirit Halloween certainly is doing now. And they also offered shirts. Yes, they did shirt merchandising in 75 for the JC haunted houses. That certainly is a model that has come to be accepted in many parts of Halloween, whether it's Spirit Halloween merchandising their own mascot or Not Scary Farm offering very similar merch to what the JCs were kind of inventing 50 years ago. Um, In addition to thanking Karen for providing this, I also want to thank the people who first posted the scans of the pages. It's in a Patreon called Beyond Halloween. You'll see it linked at the bottom of the screen here. Also mentioned in here is a film that the Haunted House Company made of a number of the JC haunted houses. You can find that film on YouTube. Again, you'll see a link to it here. I will try to also provide some links in the comments. Enjoy, and thank you again, Karen.